Hello everyone, this is just a introduction to the Savota Jacari small rucksack from Finland. You're probably aware that Savota make a lot of the equipment for the Finnish Defence Force. They aren't called the army, they're called the Defence Force. You probably know the history of the Winter War when they held off the Russians with guerrilla tactics and their ability to work in extreme temperatures. So Savota stuff is made to last. It's really strong stuff. However, there's a couple of things on the pack that I think they could improve on, and I'll just show you what I've done. The first thing is these straps, even though I don't carry a lot of weight, I can't carry much weight now, they're thin and they're not padded. So the other day I bought these padded shoulder straps and I'm trying them for the first time today. They were cheap ones from the internet. They seem to be making a difference. I'm trying to work out where best to secure them. There is no way of securing them with what it comes as, or as it comes, so I shall work out the position and then just bar tack them at the top there. But Savota really, they need to do something. They need to put something better on there, I think. The other thing is it doesn't come with a sternum strap, which is not the end of the world, but this is a British Army one. It was brand new, as you can see, and I got that off eBay. It wasn't too expensive, but again, all these things add up to the price of the pack. The handle at the top, very thin as well. Even carrying it out to the car, and I haven't got much weight, it's not comfortable. I think they could make that a little bit more usable. The other things I've done, which is not a complaint about the bag, it's how I wanted it. I prefer to have water bottles on the outside. So these pouches are Dutch Army MOLLE pouches, and the way they've got the MOLLE on the side of here of this Savota is perfect. They're really, I've slotted it in, out, all the way down, and it's perfect. I've recently bought Wildo water bottles, or the Wildo 1 litre. I'd already had a couple of the 700ml ones. I believe this is the military one that they do. It's thinner, taller, and I find it fits in the pouches better. I won't try and do that one-handed. Fits in the pouches better. The other thing I do on the back here, I've got a Olight torch. I'm very unlikely to get caught out at night because I'm not walking far or long distances, but just in case, and this did happen to me once on the wildlife reserve when it took me a lot longer to walk back than I thought, as I'm not in the best of health. It was getting dark. I had a torch on my keys, which I always have, but this one I've looped it onto the webbing there so it won't get lost even if it falls out of there, and it's long enough to go around my neck and onto the path as I'm walking back. So I've got two of those pouches. This one's a little bit better condition. You can see they're quite deep. I've taken the water bottle out that side because today I've got a flask with me as well. On the top, I don't want to burden it with too much stuff on the outside. This is a lightweight pouch, and in there I've just got a very small pair of gloves and another small hat, like a beanie, thin beanie from Decathlon. It's always better to have at least two of everything, you know. Inside, the way this opens is fantastic. You can get a lot of stuff in here, but to me that's pointless. If you're going to carry a lot of stuff, get a bigger pack with more padding. But if for some reason you had to, you can do it. It comes with another a zip pouch at the top here on the inside, where I've just got a space blanket, silver compass, don't buy a cheap compass, some matches and plasters for quick access. I've got better stuff in the bottom here, or more stuff in the bottom here, and then it's one big compartment with a slit at the back here where you can put a hydration pack in. I've got the Savota sit mat here, which is designed as a sit mat and as a padding for the back of the pack. I've also on this side, away from my back, I've got this wind shield I made for my stove, which is better than any one I've ever bought. It's just made from cornflake packet and extra thick baker foil type stuff, and a few bags in the side there. And in the back bottom I've got flask and things like that. So you can see I don't carry that much, but I got the capacity to carry more if I need to. Last year sorry, I better finish off. I've put this clip on the back here, and I've got one on the front here. This is just in case when it gets hot, if I want to take my cap off as I'm walking along, I can just clip it on there. This one, I've got plastic bags in there, and last year I came across a load of blackberries, so I dropped them into the plastic bag. I didn't want to put them in the bag in case they got mushy, and I just hung them on the back of here till I got back to my car. It's just like I say, I don't want to put too much stuff on the back of the outside of the bag. It's all better on the inside. I'm not really into these morale patches, but this came on a jacket I had. I'd rather have a proper Union Jack than that, but I put it on just for the sake of it. Would I recommend the pack? Yes, I would. But I think if I'm being brutally honest, the Snug Pack 35 litre one I've got is probably not as strong as this, but for what I'm doing, ambling around with everything integrated, it's better. What I was trying to do was get a smaller pack than the 35 litre one. But now with all the stuff on this is probably about the same size, but I like it. It's strong, it's tough. I would have rather have coordinated pouches on it. You can get them from Savota, but it was just getting very expensive. If you wait, look around on Amazon and eBay, you can get stuff that will, well, this will do the job just as good as the Savota ones, and costs a lot less. Anyway, I recommend you have a look at these if you can, but if you're carrying a lot of weight, get a bigger one. Don't try to stuff a lot of stuff in a small pack. It's pointless, really. Okay then, well, I've got to get home. I'm getting cold now. Bye then.